This is another Poet Award General Report. And here's your General, Joshua David Ling.
Good luck.
So, let me tell you about something deep. Last time we talked, heroic calls, but now let's keep going with this journey stuff, this plan. Discovered by a guy named Joseph Campbell, a thinking man. Back in the 40s, maybe 50 or so, he wrote this book that you should probably know. Hero with 1,000 Faces, that's the name, and though it's definitely not Christian, all the same, it's crucial that believers understand what Campbell wrote and how his thoughts expand through academic circles spreading wide. See, mixed with all his psychobabble rides, these brilliant truths about the human soul. Chesterton said truth makes lies seem whole. It takes a lot of truth to float a lie. These words still echo as the years go by. Now, after the first call we talked about before, comes something real, refusal at opportunity's door. Think Luke Skywalker saying, "No, I can't go," until those stormtroopers brought his world down low. Or Frodo, man, he dawdled in the Shire, dragging his feet while danger crept up higher. The books show more than movies ever could. How much he hesitated. Understood? And let's get back to Eden's perfect scene. Adam, Eve refusing what they'd been called to do, stay righteous, stay the course, leading to that cosmic level force of sin entering our human story. Not exactly covered in glory. Make your choice, adventurous stranger. Strike the bell and bide the danger, or wonder till it drives you mad what would have followed if you had. C.S. Lewis, The Magician's Nephew. That's Lewis speaking truth about the way these calls can haunt us to our dying day. See, sometimes when adventure comes around, instead of trumpets, terror is what we've found. The risk feels massive and we freeze up tight, thinking, no way can I handle this, right? But here's the thing that's equally intense. That nagging what if rarely makes much sense. Listen, when we dodge the righteous call, we're setting up an equal opposite fall. This is where predestination hits. God knows our choices. Every single one fits. Without that truth to anchor to, we'd crack under the weight of choices looking back, but Aslan gives this wisdom we should hear. I'll tell no one any story but his own. That's all we need to hold near. Don't get stuck replaying bad decisions. We've all been there, seen those harsh divisions. But here's what's real. Don't refuse. Break the chain of generational stuff. Otherwise, you're choosing pain. Setting up your kids, their kids as well, for cycles that get harder and could lead straight to hell. Campbell himself, he made a choice, found Catholic faith in his last moment's voice. Time will tell what came of his days, but here's the truth that matters nowadays. Like one small hobbit changed his world for good, the smallest choice can change more than it would. We can't see endings, can't know what's ahead, but God ordained it all. Like I just said, He's commanding you to make your choice. Time won't pause to hear your second voice. All we've got, and this is straight up true, is choosing what with our time we'll do. The call refused might feel safe and feel right, but missing God's blessing, that's the harder fight. Like Tolkien knew and showed through Bilbo's tale, small choices made can tip the cosmic scale. Even the smallest person's yes or no can change the way the future's going to go.
What up, everybody? It's your General, Joshua David Ling, back on the lives. It's good to hear from you. Good to see you. Yeah, there's a lot going on in my life. One of the big things is working on these lives. I think you'll agree that was enjoyable. I know it wasn't the animated version, but I don't know. What do you think? We're going to get to a few things. Let me go ahead and shut the music off. Let me see if I can fade it. Why not? See how that goes. All right. Yeah, come on in. We got one of the kids. So, what's up?
I just wanted to let you know that
I'm doing it live, people. Go ahead. You're what? You're what?
I'm making toast for breakfast, so if you want any, just let me know.
Okay, I will. Go ahead, head out. She wanted to make me toast, guys. Isn't that sweet? So, any which way, we have a couple things that we're going to be dealing with today as a vlog sort of thing. And it's going to explain this weird new format too. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be going live for General's Reports and Jubal's Wardrobes for the foreseeable future for now, or at least trying it out. Part of that has to do with the whole refusal of the call thing, right? Like, I need actual hours put in streaming. I need time to actually not only play with OBS when it's not streaming, but while it is streaming. And these are two shows that I've been wanting to talk to you guys more. I've been wanting to talk more one-to-one and just express my thoughts and feelings along with the poems. I don't want the poems to go away. And I really want to do this series on Joseph Campbell. So yeah, I need to learn Trial by Fire. Backup recording is now enabled. We had the broadcast mess up this past time, lost the whole darn thing. But now I'm actually, I have a sound recorder here recording everything that goes on separate from the computer. So even if everything goes to heck with the computer, we got the recording, at least everything that I heard in my headphones. So awesome. On top of that, my commitment remains to audio first and video second. That's why I'm not worrying about the lighting right now. Even though I do want you guys to see me, I want to see you, that sort of a thing. This is just the way we're going to be going moving forward. I have a lot of upcoming books that I'm going to be working on. I've been working for Joe Morecraft with Liberty and Justice for All is out. If you like... if you want a really good introduction to political theonomy, and what it's all about and that sort of a thing from the perspective of positive, it is really, really, really good. One of the best, in my opinion. I had a ball reading it. Then I also am working, hopefully soon again, with Marty Frankham. Did his book, Danville Railroad, I don't remember the full title, but look up Danville Railroad, Marty Frankham, or Martin Frankham, and you'll find it. It was enjoyable to do. And then also continuing to read for Founders Ministries, really enjoying that. Lots of good books. The last one that I did on John Knox was particularly good. I believe that was Jacob Tanner, if I remember correctly. Sorry if I forgot. But yeah, those are really enjoyable. Check those out when you get a chance. I'm open for more audiobook recordings. I'm going to be working on Ian Wilson's here soon a little bit more. And also continuing to work on my own audio dramas, which I will be explaining in a few. Especially on Jubal's Wardrobe more so than here, but I'll mention them here. General's Reports... essays and poems, they're going to continue, but they might not be every episode right now, like the animation style. I'm hoping to continue them. We'll see how they go. But I plan on taking them as either a cold open or an ending to the vlog style thing for now. And due to the holidays, I really didn't have time to generate that many images and get it all together. I really like doing it this way too. A little bit more of a focus on the text. I know Daniel Reed will particularly like that, and possibly a few others. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about how I'm presenting this and how things are going to go in the future, how things should go in the future. So Joseph Campbell is going to be talked about a lot in the upcoming ones. I'm working through the hero's journey with these General's Reports. We've done the Call to Adventure and Refusal of the Call so far. So we're going to be talking about all this stuff a little bit more in depth, not only here, but hopefully on Burnt Marshwiggle as well, going forward, talking about the importance for Christians. It's extremely important for Christians to engage with this viewpoint because of modern psychology and liberal and in both the liberal and conservative worlds. Think of it like Jordan Peterson in the conservative world. And Christians are wanting to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And like, there's a real question of what is biblical here, what is true here. Excuse me. And I think a lot of Christians are completely unaware of the power of storytelling and what it actually is, as opposed to something like witchcraft, right? So we're going to be getting into that. So I'm going to check, see, is anyone around? Is anyone chatting? Does anyone have anything to say? I would love to hear from you if you have something to say. Depending on what you have, I'd love to chat with you. Also, not just now, because not everyone can be live now. I realize that. I wanted to keep somewhat of a normal schedule, at least for this first one. And yeah, let me know when you guys think would be a better time for live streaming if you have it. Let me know any thoughts you have, right? Also, what are your favorite shows on the Poets at War Creative Network? I know a lot of you love the Broodcast. I know a good bit of you have enjoyed Burnt Marshwiggle. But yeah, what do you like? What do you not like? I'm ready to take suggestions and thoughts. I'm really enjoying all of it right now, personally, and I'm enjoying producing it for you. So any thoughts, any suggestions, put them in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Once again, the shows that we do have, I'm going to run them down real quick. First Friday of every month. Well, let's just do the every Friday, every Monday. Jubal's Wardrobe. That show is going to continue to be a journal through my creative choices and endeavors, particularly in the world of fiction. General's Report is more nonfiction related, but it's still creative. We did the poem earlier today. That's the first Friday of every month. That's this show. General's Report is the next show. Following that, we have the second Friday of every month. That's Creators and Crusaders. That is an interview show with Christian creators and creative adjacents, people who really want to help the world of Christian artists and that sort of a thing. And that's going to be second Friday of every month. If you'd like to be on and be interviewed and share your stuff, share your work, contact me, joshuadavidling@gmail.com. Following that, the third Friday of every month is Poetry Boot Camp. Myself, Alexander Robertson, Daniel Reed, we get together and we have a blast creating our homeschool Harry Potter series. It's not fan fiction. It's not the characters from Harry Potter, but it's what if the world of Harry Potter was set in a homeschool setting as opposed to a school setting. So, it's interesting. I think you'll find it very interesting. We're working through creating an epic poem for these characters, Cornelius and Caraticus Rutt, a pair of twins who are wizards in a wizarding world, homeschool. It's a lot of fun. And then our alternate show, which usually is the fourth Friday if it's not the last Friday, or if we've missed a show, we need to replace it with something else, is Burnt Marshwiggle. Burnt Marshwiggle is myself and Alexander Robertson, long-form podcast talking about metaphysics and swampy stuff. Just, deep, skinny branch type stuff, whatever's on our mind. Lots of fun. We joke that it's the Temu version of Knox Unplugged. And so the last one, of course, is the last Friday of every month. We have our Broodcast, our Inkling-style Discord chat. I would absolutely love any and all of you to show up, share your work, commiserate and enjoy and have a fun time with the crazy members of the Brood. It's always a really fun time. I'm really sad we didn't get this last one. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, no, it's going to be wonderful and I'm excited to have you. Those are our shows. We're really looking forward to that. I'm going to briefly mention one more thing about what I've been creating over at joshuadavidling.com/ITR. The Idiot's Guide to Illegal Tech Repair is one of my fictional stories. It is a sci-fi story and epic poetry about what if the world eventually enacts anti-right to repair laws and essentially makes you upgrade whenever your stuff gets out of date, you know, for safety and stuff, right? And so basically it creates a whole black market of illegal tech repair people. So yeah, it's a sort of Firefly mixed with silly technobabble stuff, but it has a really deep story about what it is to be human. And I hope that you guys will enjoy that. I've been putting a lot of work into creating these one-man audio drama scored, produced things, and hopefully those are going to be coming out every week for the foreseeable future. I have the second one ready. It's going to be going live Monday. And that's exclusively over at joshuadavidling.com/ITR, and bits and bobs of it show up on Jubal's wardrobe. So check that out. I don't have any more in the chat right now, so I am going to go ahead and probably stop that one here, get it uploaded to the podcast feeds. Everybody, be your family's bard. Do not turn to the right or to the left, and the Lord will be with you wherever you go. We'll see you next time in the trenches on...
This has been another General's Report, first Friday of every month on the Poets at War Creative Network.
Good luck.
God of song said